Hello everyone, I welcome you in my video and you are watching A-ZEE YouTube channel. Today I will solve a very big problem. Most of the people don't even know this problem. But this is the big problem for those people who use laptops. So to do cleaning and service of the laptop we must have a set of screwdriver and thermal paste. One thing is very important, that thermal paste or compound is special for the CPU and GPU. We cannot use any other type of thermal paste. And it is good to use the best quality thermal paste on the CPU and GPU. I will show you this process in this video. Friends, laptops need to be serviced for every 2 months. But most people don't even know that laptops need service. If we don't do service of the laptop, so it will cause problems in the laptops, like overheating, and laptop life will also decrease using it without having a service. So today I will service my gaming laptop. Yes, gaming laptops must need service. Otherwise, it is 100% sure that the gaming laptop will stop working. So I have started this process. I will first remove the battery. Then open the back cover with the help of a screwdriver. Then I will remove the CD drive, internal hard drive, RAM, CMOS battery, and network card. Now while doing this process, let me tell you few things. Friends, if you service the laptop from a serviceman, then it will cause expensive. Nowadays servicemen take not the right amount of money for the laptop service, but they are charging 3 times more of the rightful amount. This is not fair, and they set a monopoly in this field. So I am doing the service of my laptop by myself. To break that monopoly, this laptop is very difficult to open and reach to its processor and GPU part. Other laptops are a lot simple and easy to open than my laptop. But I have the experience to service my laptops. That's why I have a confidence I can do this work. But if I feel not sure to do the work, I will never risk my laptop. I will better go to the serviceman. In the laptop there are very tiny, complicated components and parts which can easily be damaged due to little mishandling. So don't do this on your own, unless you are sure you can do this. Nowadays there are videos available for every laptop opening on the YouTube. There are different channels that are doing this, so we can take help from that videos. But on the other hand, if we do service of our own laptop, we can save a lot of money. And also we can do the service even better. Because the servicemen have not much time and they don't care of your device. So they do the work in hurry and leave many things to do in a proper service. So these are the things related to service. Now I will talk about why we need the service of the laptops and what actually going inside the laptop. In the laptop there is a fan that sucks air into the laptop to cool down the CPU, GPU, and motherboard. So while sucking air in the laptop, dust and fine particles also sucked in the laptop. Especially if your area has dust particles, then this make things worst. The dust block the vent holes of the laptops, and air stops flowing into the laptop. That will cause a crazy increase in the temperature of the CPU, GPU, and motherboard. This thing is very harmful for the laptop health. If this thing remains for the long run, then the laptop will die before its lifespan. And dust particles also travel inside of the laptop and do all things very dusty. But the bad thing is when the CPU, GPU, and motherboard reach the temperature of 90 and 100 degrees centigrade. That layer of dust picks up moisture when you turn off your laptop. This can short circuit the laptop motherboard when you start your laptop again. If this happens again and again, the dust layer becomes hard. And it is also very difficult to remove and the motherboard looks black and dirty. Friends, the temperature of the CPU, GPU, and motherboard should not reach more than 70 degrees centigrade. If it is reaching to 80 degrees, then it will need a service. If the temperature is remain constant even after doing the service, so the chances are quite high that the cooling system of the laptop is failed. Now few things I wanted to tell you people. I make such kind of video for the benefits of humanity. So you watch or not, I don't care. And for those 5-10 people who watch my videos, they all like my work. This is an unusual thing on a YouTube. And this is currently happening with my every video. I do this work and I get big benefit from it. So I also share that work with you people through YouTube medium. The videos I made are not common on YouTube. These videos are in great demand on YouTube and very rare to find. If you try to find stuff like mine, so you will not get the right type of stuff which you need. You will find the stuff which you already know. You will find fake stuff. You will find stuff that is not relevant to your problem. In my video I put exactly what you need. The only matter is that you watch the video complete. You will find what you want somewhere in the video. I make little long video. The reason is that I put all information and also all types of information in the same video. If further I speak, so I will say people like the work which I do. But I don't know why YouTube system stopped showing my work to people who need to see this work. I know there are a lot of people who need these video because of many reasons. Some need to solve their problems. Some wanted to create a new thing. Some need ideas for their school projects. I am speaking all this because I wanted to clear my brain. These things were stuck from a long time. I know no one will listen to this what I have speak. But I have cleared my brain from this. And yes, few more things in my mind are these. Why YouTube not shows my work to peoples? I am not sure. Maybe YouTube algorithm system is faulty. Or maybe other people can block your videos from being watched through hacking and tricks like stuff. I believe that YouTube care about skilled person. But so far it looks like a totally opposite story. Guys, seriously. I spend time on some of my projects around half the year, and do you believe only 142 people watch in a year? And there are hundreds of fake videos I have seen with millions of views in no time. I don't know what going on YouTube. But believe me, if 100 people watch my video, I receive 10 to 15 likes on my video. I did not see such view to like ratio on any person's video on YouTube. From this thing I can feel that I am doing something good for some people. So I will not stop my work. No matter if anyone watch or not. I wanted to say a few more words to people who watch my work. You peoples are awesome. And a big salute to you from me. By watching my work you help this channel continue its journey. The journey of this channel is not only to show the technical content but to teach people how to make electrical crafts. And also war against the fake stuff on the YouTube and internet. You help me a lot by watching my videos to achieve these objectives. Another big thing included in the journey of this channel is to break the monopoly. I tell you the cheapest solution, which will be the same quality and amount of satisfaction that you get 3-4 times in the price. There are many small industries that make a competitive product like a big company make. But the big companies have monopoly in the market. So the small industrial person never be no in the market. I always think about how I solve people's problems. And I already make some videos, which you can find on my channel. And on that videos I get a great love from you people. The peoples from India, United States, England, and my own country Pakistan. And also from the Philippines, Indonesia, China, and Bangladesh show great interest in my work. But peoples from the United States, Philippines, Indonesia, and Nigeria shows me so much love and fills my heart with happiness. I know people from many countries like my work. But the YouTube system is not showing my work to these countries' people. But that some people who watch my work they are awesome. I'm not saying awesome just because they watch my video. From their feedback, I can say they like my work and I somehow make them happy. So those people who watch my video I once again say that you people are great. And I always respect you for this. I am against fake content on the YouTube and on the internet social media platforms. So you guys give a huge help to defeat that fake content and show people the truth. Truth is difficult to present but it has long-term benefits for the humanity. My findings and DIY crafting depend on the natural laws of science and physics. And I also keep the safety first. These things are difficult to understand people's, but science and physics are the realities of this universe. But on YouTube and on other social media platforms there are a lot of fake stuff is going on, which totally opposite from the laws of science. So thank you people who watch my videos. So I get help to stop those nonsense fake experiments that are going on nowadays in a huge quantity. Now I will share with you few more lines related to fake content. In the realm of online content, the issue of fake videos on YouTube has become a concerning and complex challenge. As technology advances, so do the tools that enable the creation of convincing yet misleading content. Fake videos, often referred to as deep fakes or manipulated videos, blur the lines between reality and fabrication. They can spread misinformation, erode trust, and have far-reaching consequences in an age where visual content holds tremendous sway. Detecting and combating these deceptive videos is a shared responsibility that requires a combination of technology, media literacy, and platform safeguards to ensure the integrity of information and maintain the authenticity of the content we consume. Fake videos on YouTube have the potential to undermine the very essence of the platform, a space where creators share genuine insights, creativity, and knowledge. The rise of deepfakes, which use artificial intelligence to convincingly alter videos, raises concerns about the authenticity of what we see. These videos can impersonate public figures, fabricate events, and even put words in people's mouths that they never actually said. The danger lies not only in the creation of these videos but also in their rapid spread. In an era of viral content, misinformation can take on a life of its own, circulating far and wide before the truth has a chance to catch up. This phenomenon not only confuses viewer but also erodes the credibility of legitimate content creators and undermines the trust that viewer place in the platform. So friends, I have to wind up this discussion, because the most important part of the video is about to begin. So the conclusion of all this discussion is to avoid the fake videos. Avoid the fake projects and also avoid the fake channels. There are a lot of good channels on YouTube. They are doing their work with hard work and honestly. Guys, one important thing you must keep in mind is that whenever you find such channel, subscribe that channel. What happened? You subscribe the good channel. It will give you a lot of benefits throughout your life. You can also find that channel again very easily whenever you are in need. And you also stop one fake channel to promote. Now I will wind up this discussion and bring you on the main and important part of this video. Friends, as you can see, I am almost near to opening this laptop. I first remove all the internal devices, which includes CD drive, internal hard drive, internal network card, 2 RAM chips, CMOS battery, and primary battery from this laptop. After that I removed the keyboard. Then I unscrew the laptop so I could reach the motherboard of this laptop. There is only upper cover left to reach the motherboard. My main objective is to clean the CPU and GPU. Then apply the thermal compound on it. But I will also show you the complete motherboard. I will show you every component on the motherboard. You can able to see what components are placed on this motherboard. I also try to show you the specifications written on that components. This will help you understanding the specific component. If you want to understand more about any of the components placed on this motherboard, so the simple method is to write the number of that part or component on Google and search it. You will find all the information about any component you want to know. Finally, I have opened the upper cover. Now the motherboard is visible and touchable. But in order to reach the CPU and GPU part, I further unscrew this motherboard from the body of the laptop. This motherboard is currently screwed with the body of the laptop, and CPU and GPU are on the back of the motherboard, which are not visible now. So if we see this upper cover, we will find out there are some devices on it, such as touchpad and laptop built-in keyboard. They are connected with very thin wire straps. These straps are very weak and can be damaged if we do not pull out these straps from their connectors softly and in the correct way. Now I am cleaning the dust on the motherboard on one side with the help of a dry cloth. After this I will show primary close-up of motherboard upper side. I will show close-up of the upper and lower sides of this motherboard a few minutes from now. That will be the more detailed close-up. That will help you understand the components of this motherboard. So friends, should not I explain to you what are these things or components you are seeing on this motherboard? Yes, I am sure you are interested to know what are these components. So these are basic input-output system chips, or can we say BIOS chips. Their purpose is to boot the computer. It keeps the basic information to how to boot your laptop. Friends, if you are interested to know more about these chips, as I told you earlier, you can simply read the information written on these chips and write it on the Google. All information about that chip will come in front of you. Guys, here you can see I have marked the components on the motherboard. In this set you can see the MOSFETs, inductors, basic input-output IC. So I have shown the primary close-up of the upper part of this motherboard. Now I will pull out this motherboard from the body of this laptop. I will first unscrew the card reader module and unconnect this from the motherboard. Then I will open the screws of the motherboard which connects this motherboard with the body of this laptop. In the same process I remove the cooling fan from the laptop. And after I separate the motherboard from the body of this laptop. Then I will show you a more detailed close-up of the motherboard's upper and lower parts. Friends, it is important to do this part very carefully. If we put stress on the motherboard and on the body of the laptop, then this will damage it. So you can see I have separated the motherboard from the body of the laptop. Now I can see and touch the lower part of the motherboard. Now you can also see the CPU and GPU. But it is currently under the heatsink. Now there are MOSFETs, an input-output IC, one SD card controller IC, an electrolyte capacitor, and also SMD ceramic capacitors. Guys, now I am going to tell you some important things. I will tell you what these components do. So listen this very carefully. The inductors, electrolytic capacitors, and MOSFETs. These three components on the motherboard are used to supply power to different parts and internal devices of the motherboard, such as CPU, RAM, GPU, internal hard drive, USB. We connect the laptop adapter with the laptop. The laptop power supply has 20 volts. But RAM needs 1.5 volts. CPU needs 1.4 volts. The internal hard drive needs 5 volts. USB also needs 5 volts. And just like that, there are many parts that need voltages from 1 to 12. So the combination of inductor, capacitor and MOSFET is dedicated for every part of the laptop motherboard. Friends, if you see step-down buck module converter, it is a very famous module named LM2596. So both are 99% same things. In short, these set of buck converters on the motherboard are responsible for supplying the correct amount of voltages to specific parts of the motherboard. Now I will tell you the working of few more things. You can also see small chips. These are used to control all the working inside the motherboard. These are called controller IC. These main functions are to control the ports like VGA, USB, RJ45 and also the input-output devices like built-in keyboard, LCD, touchpad, finger sensor and etc. Now the things I tell you are just the tip of the iceberg. The laptop is very complicated device. So we cannot describe all the things in few minutes. We need a specific videos to understand the working and all the components and parts of the laptop. So my main point is that, if you are interested I tell you more about this topic. So you can tell me this in the comment section of this video. I will tell you more about this topic in separate videos. You can see audio controller IC and one input-output IC.
The pace when I'm running, I always take what I want. I always give 100, don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing, I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up, it's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no.
Now I am going to remove the heatsink from the CPU and GPU. This work need little care, because the CPU and GPU installed on this motherboard are a little old technology. And that makes them little sensitive. Friends, the new technology CPU and GPU come with stainless steel or platinum shield. That CPU and GPU are protected. That means new modern technology CPU and GPU are very strong and they will not damage in case of any uncertain force. Unless it is your desire to destroy it. But this is about 9-10-year-old technology. So this has not such kind of durability. I am doing this with little care. After I remove the heatsink, then I will show you the close-up of the CPU and GPU. Another thing that I don't like is that CPU and GPU are not replaceable. As I told you, this is 9-10-year-old technology. So the CPU and GPU are permanent fixed with the motherboard. The central processing unit and graphic processing unit are permanently soldered with the motherboard. These cannot be replaceable or upgradable in this laptop. But new laptops that are manufacturing nowadays have the option to easily replace or upgrade the central processing unit, CPU. And also graphic processing unit, GPU. Friends, if we try to remove these CPU or GPU, then it may damage the motherboard and CPU GPU as well. Friends, do you know how a laptop cooling system works? This copper bar which you are seeing has liquid in it. The heat pipes, which contain a working fluid, make direct contact with the CPU and GPU, conducting heat away from the component and transferring it to the fan stack mounted on the exhaust port of the cooling fan. Then cooling fan throw that heat away from the laptop, and this process keeps on repeating. Now I will take a piece of cloth and clean this old thermal compound from the plain side of the heatsink. After cleaning this heatsink, then I will clean the CPU and GPU. I will carefully clean the CPU and GPU with a piece of dry cloth. Now guys, I am going to clean the GPU and CPU. The old thermal compound is dry and it loses its capability to eliminate the tiny space between the heatsink surface and the CPU-GPU surface. I am doing this very carefully, because the CPU and GPU are looking very sensitive. I will not put any pressure on them. I just have to remove the old dry thermal compound, so I can apply the new compound. Are you looking at this? This is a masterpiece. You are looking to that thing which runs your games. The video games that you love to play and enjoy a lot while playing them. That all thanks to this masterpiece. And do you read what is written on it? It's NVIDIA. Friends, this is a GPU. The games like GTA 5, Ghost Recon, Minecraft, Call of Duty only runs just because of this small graphic processor. This is absolute beauty of modern technology. This is a dual-core processor that you are watching now. Friends, this processor is the combination of CPU and GPU. It was built by Intel Corporation. This CPU chip you are seeing also has its own graphic processing unit. Friends, these type of processors are not very common. The GPU installed in this CPU chip is used to run Windows and light kind of graphical work. This GPU did not handle big applications like running heavy games. The videos we watch on our laptop also run with the help of the internal GPU of this CPU chip. This type of laptop is called dual GPU laptop. So if you open your task manager, you will see GPU 0. If you see GPU 0, then understand it is the GPU that is inside the CPU. And just under the GPU 0 if you find GPU 1. So understand at once that your laptop also has a second GPU. If you have second GPU in the laptop, this is always a good thing. But that laptops are more heated than the other laptops. So friends, you can see I have started to apply new and fresh thermal compound on the surface of the GPU and CPU. Now this is the most common question people ask. How much thermal compound should we apply to the CPU and GPU? So every person has their own opinion. But my answer is not too much and not too low. We just want to remove the tiny gap between the heatsink and the CPU-GPU surface. We should apply thermal compound enough so the connection between the heatsink and thermal paste is established. I am doing this process with very carefully. I am making sure that the screwdriver and the tweezer I am using for this purpose to spread the thermal paste on the surface of the GPU and CPU should not touch the GPU and CPU. So I have spread the thermal paste on the GPU and CPU. Now I will put the heatsink. This is also important part. After you spread the thermal paste, the heatsink must be placed right on the top of the GPU and CPU. If the heatsink slides on the GPU and CPU, then it will mess all the work. Now I will assemble the heatsink and then I will screw the heatsink with the motherboard. After completing this process, I will start the assembling process. I will pack this whole laptop properly and very carefully. So guys, finally I have done all the work. All my main objectives are completed. I am going to start the reassembling process. Just like I opened the laptop, I will assemble the laptop. This process also be done with care. No hurry and not any kind of stress on any part of the laptop. If you are doing everything correctly, that part of the laptop will set easily. If some part of the laptop is not fixing, so something you are doing wrong. Because the laptop is built with 1/10 of the millimeter of correctness. The motherboard is set in its place. I will connect all the strip wires with the motherboard. After connecting the strips, I will start assembling the motherboard parts like SD card reader and laptop cooling fan. During this process, I will also apply the screws to the motherboard. Because this motherboard is attached with the body of laptop. After that, I will put the upper cover, which is the protective cover of the motherboard. And cover was also fixed with the screws. Friends, here is one thing important. Every part of the laptop is fixed with different size screws. So we must remember what size of screw was placed at every screw hole. Now after fixing the protective cover, I will set the built-in keyboard. And in the last, I will fix the strap, which include power and volume buttons. Now few important things that you need to know. The things that I tell you now are very important in the sense of safety of the motherboard. So friends, when you pull out a motherboard, or again assemble a motherboard, there can be small micro connectors on the motherboard. There are small boards such as SD card reader board, and RJ45 with VGA and USB board. These small boards are connected with the help of small connectors with the main motherboard. They are male-female micro connectors. The sensitive thing is, normally people do not notice there are connectors and do not care. So this will damage the connectors. These small tiny connectors are very weak and can be damaged very easily. So if they damage, the complete motherboard will be shorted and never work again. So this is important that you should aware. Is there such type of connectors? Mostly the small circuit boards are connected with the help of flexible strips. But sometimes, any of the small circuit boards is connected directly to the main motherboard through such tiny male-female connectors. The best thing is that, if you find any small board that is connected like this, so you must be careful and not pull it horizontally or even a little horizontally. First you should open the screws above the connectors and then lift it up vertically. And there must be screws above those connectors. I also show you the pictures, so you understand this thing carefully. If I told you orally, it is possible you miss the point. Friends, every different model laptop motherboard will be different. So it is possible you can't find small tiny connectors in other motherboards. Not all the motherboards have such tiny connectors. It is also possible you find the motherboard which is in a single piece, and no extra circuit boards are there. Now friends, this video is getting closer to its end. I am currently doing the last steps of the laptop service. So before explaining the last steps, I wanted to remind you some things that I said at the start of this video. The things that I told you at the beginning of this video. Those are not just words. They are meaningful. So please take those words meaningful. The problem why YouTube does not show my videos to peoples which need the most is because of you. When you come to my video, I know you try to understand my video, but you leave without understanding my work. You see, our world is full of challenges, from energy crises to environmental concerns. And the feeling of helplessness in the face of these problems can be overwhelming. But we are not here to dwell on despair. We are here to bring light to the darkness, to empower change through knowledge and action. My journey on this YouTube channel has been a testament to the incredible potential that DIY electronic crafting, power generation, and solar power hold. These are not just hobbies, they are the tools we use to build a better future. Each video, and each project we tackle together, represents a step towards a more sustainable and self-sufficient world. When I read your comments and messages, sharing your success stories and expressing gratitude for the solutions I have provided, it fills me with immense pride and joy. It's a reminder that I am not alone in this journey. We are a community united by the desire to create, innovate, and make a positive impact. Especially I mention some countries here, such as United States, Indonesia, the Philippines, Nigeria are so much loving. People from these countries show me so much love, even more than my own country people. As I told you, it's not just about the technology, it's about the people. It's about you, our viewer, who put your trust in me to guide you through challenges, to teach you, to inspire you. It's about your determination to learn and your courage to take action. Every time I build a device that makes life easier, or find new ways to conserve energy, I am not just solving technical problems. I am solving real-world problems that affect lives, homes, and our planet. That's a beautiful thing, and it's a testament to what we can achieve when we come together with a common purpose. So, as we continue on this journey, I want you to know that you are part of something extraordinary. You are part of a movement that is making a difference. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and keep sharing your successes because they inspire others to do the same. Together, we are not just solving problems, we are lighting up the world with knowledge and hope. Thank you for being a part of this incredible community. Let's keep creating a brighter future, one project at a time. So according to the plan, I have assembled the laptop. Now I am going to install the laptop removable parts, such as network card, CD drive, internal hard drive, 2 RAM chips, CMOS battery and main battery. After this I will put the back cover. That back cover protects all these removable parts of the laptop. So I will set the back cover of the laptop and fix it with screws. After completing all process I will show the test demonstration. We will see this laptop will work after this service, or we have damaged the laptop by doing the service at home. So friends, all the work is done. We are heading towards the testing part of this video. Friends, you see I did not put the main battery. The reason is because I run this laptop without the battery. Because my laptop battery is 90% dead. And it did not give backup time. Not even 20 minutes. But I run directly with power adapter. And laptop works even better when you directly run on the power adapter. This is my personal experience. So friends, I bring my laptop to my poor studio. Now I will going to start this laptop in front of you. So stay comfortable on your seat and watch this.
love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror and he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
So you can see it is start and working properly. But it takes a lot of time. Normally it did not do this. This time there are few reasons. The first reason was that when I woke him up, so he knew at once something is happened to me while he was sleeping, just like a patient, which awakes after the operation. And second reason, which was the main reason, I have connected 10 USBs with this laptop, and those devices was powered off. I forgot to turn on their power before turning on the laptop power button. So he thought someone is at doorway, but he did not see anyone. So when I on the power of the external devices, which are connected to the laptop, so it recognizes every guest which was at its doorstep. Now let the party begin.
Looking back, mirror breaks after math. When I attack. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal.
In the end, if you like this video, if you learn something from this video, so please do me a favor, subscribe my channel and like this video. And if you share this video, so this video can teach someone a lot of new things. Thank you and take care. See you next time.